In a world where wealth is becoming more concentrated and luxury is constantly being redefined, the richest neighborhoods of 2025 are no longer just postcodes. They're fortresses of influence, symbols of generational power, and landscapes of architectural opulence. These elite enclaves are home to the world's billionaires, royal families, tech magnates, hedge fund titans, and entertainment royalty.
Subscribe Luxon for luxury travel guides and dream destinations.
At number 10, we begin with Knightsbridge, London, the beating heart of British aristocratic elegance fused with global wealth. This neighborhood, wrapped around Hyde Park, is a haven for ultra-high net worth individuals from the Middle East, China, and Russia. Homes in Knightsbridge, especially those within developments like One Hyde Park, aren't just expensive. They come with panic rooms, bulletproof glass, private elevators, and concierge services provided by the Mandarin Oriental. For those living in converted Georgian mansions and Edwardian townhouses, wealth isn't displayed loudly, but with discretion and taste. You'll find vintage Rolls-Royces parked beside designer storefronts and private art collections worth millions behind closed doors. Moving eastward, number 9 brings us to the glittering Palm Jumeirah in Dubai, the world's largest man-made island and the epicenter of Middle Eastern luxury. Shaped like a palm tree and visible from space, this architectural marvel is home to waterfront mansions, celebrity-owned penthouses, and designer hotel residences such as Atlantis the Royal, where Beyoncé performed at a private event rumored to cost $24 million. Billionaires here dock 200-foot yachts in front of their living rooms and take helicopter rides to business meetings. The Palm is Dubai's love letter to excess, where land is scarce, but ambition is unlimited. Climbing up to number 8, we find the Peak in Hong Kong, a location that truly lives up to its name. Located high above the city, the Peak provides sweeping views of Victoria Harbor and some of the world's priciest residential real estate. It's here where media moguls, banking dynasties, and tech billionaires shell out over $20,000 per square foot for modern villas or colonial-era estates. What makes the Peak especially unique is its marriage of ultra-modern architecture with Hong Kong's colonial legacy, blending tradition with towering wealth. Number 7 lands us in the hills of Los Angeles, Beverly Hills, specifically Billionaires Row. This neighborhood has been the stuff of legends, housing celebrities like Taylor Swift, Jeff Bezos, and Lionel Richie. The homes here are cinematic in size and style, modern mansions with 20-car garages, shark tanks, and screening rooms larger than commercial theaters. Properties like The One, once listed at $500 million, have become icons of speculative real estate, where luxury meets architectural ambition. Despite LA's rising real estate competition in places like Bel Air and Holmby Hills, Beverly Hills remains the undisputed symbol of California wealth. Coming in at number 6 is Fisher Island in Miami, which isn't just an island, it's a fortress of privacy. There's no bridge, no public access. You need a boat, a ferry pass, or a helicopter to get in. What awaits on the other side is a tropical paradise of Mediterranean-style mansions, lavish condos, a private golf course, and one of the highest per capita incomes in the U.S. Billionaires, former presidents, and international banking elites quietly reside here, enjoying beaches with imported Bahamian sand and a marina filled with super yachts. The island even has its own school and grocery store, because residents rarely need to leave. At number 5, we cross the Atlantic to Monte Carlo in Monaco, a tax-free haven cradled between France and the Mediterranean. With a population of just 39,000, over a third are millionaires. It's not hard to see why. Monaco is clean, safe, luxurious, and packed with lifestyle perks. The streets are lined with Bentleys, boutiques, and Bugattis, and the views from buildings like Tour Odeon, a double skyscraper known for its $400 million penthouse, are breathtaking. The Formula One Monaco Grand Prix runs through its streets, and every summer, the harbor transforms into a floating palace of mega yachts worth billions combined. Real estate in Monte Carlo is scarce, pushing prices to over $100,000 per square meter. At number 4 is the Upper East Side in New York City, specifically along Fifth Avenue, where the old money lives in stone-faced mansions and luxury co-ops that have stood the test of time. Here, wealth isn't loud, it's generational. Residents belong to exclusive clubs like the Metropolitan or the Union Club, collect Picassos and Warhols, and support opera and ballet with quiet elegance. It's the neighborhood of blue bloods, legacy families, and investment bankers who still believe in tailored suits and inherited power. Homes along Central Park East rarely come up for sale, and when they do, expect prices north of $80 million. At number 3, we fly to Japan and enter Roppongi Hills in Tokyo, an ultra-modern neighborhood developed as a city within a city. Designed for the elite and cosmopolitan, it contains luxury residences, tech company HQs, art galleries, Michelin-starred dining, and cultural centers. Roppongi's Mori Tower offers penthouses with 360-degree views of Tokyo's skyline, and its proximity to embassies and international schools makes it a magnet for diplomats and multinational CEOs. In Tokyo's cultural hierarchy, Roppongi Hills is where art, business, and affluence merge into a single lifestyle. Rising to number 2, we return to the UK for Kensington Palace Gardens, arguably the most exclusive residential street in the world. Known as Billionaires Row, this private gated avenue is home to princes, oligarchs, sheikhs, and tech titans. The street connects Kensington High Street to Notting Hill, but remains closed to the public, lined with security checkpoints, snipers, and 19th century mansions outfitted with 21st century tech. The Sultan of Brunei owns a compound here. So does Roman Abramovich, former owner of Chelsea FC. Even if you have billions, you need government approval and elite vetting to purchase property here. Homes on this street have sold for over $300 million, and many remain unoccupied most of the year, used purely as global status symbols or investment fortresses. And finally, reigning at number 1, the richest neighborhood in the world in 2025 is Atherton, California, nestled quietly in the heart of Silicon Valley. This isn't a neighborhood that flaunts wealth, it conceals it. Hidden behind rows of redwood trees and digital gates are estates belonging to the people literally building tomorrow: tech billionaires, crypto founders, and AI visionaries. In Atherton, homes regularly surpass $50 million, and entire compounds are designed with underground bunkers, art vaults, server rooms, and even private Tesla superchargers. With proximity to Stanford, Facebook HQ, and Googleplex, Atherton has become the residential nucleus of America's innovation economy. Interestingly, you won't find many social media influencers here, just the people who built the platforms. The town doesn't allow sidewalks or commercial businesses, preserving an eerie, powerful stillness. In terms of net worth per resident, no other zip code even comes close. What these 10 neighborhoods reveal is that wealth in 2025 is not just about money. It's about location, access, identity, and control. These places aren't simply expensive. They are carefully curated micro-worlds where safety, legacy, and privilege are tightly protected. From the privacy of Fisher Island to the legacy of the Upper East Side, from the futuristic Palm Jumeirah to the sovereign elegance of Monte Carlo, the world's richest neighborhoods are more than homes. They are power zones. Entry isn't just about how much you have. It's about who you are, what you've built, and sometimes who you know. So, if you could live in any of these top 10, which would you choose? Would you bask in Monaco's Riviera sun or meditate in the silicon fog of Atherton? Would you sail around Palm Jumeirah or read Tolstoy in a Knightsbridge drawing room? These neighborhoods might feel like another world, but they are very real, and they define how the ultra-rich shape their lives. Remember, luxury isn't just wealth, it's control, exclusivity, and proximity to other power. And for the few who can afford it, these 10 neighborhoods are the ultimate address.